Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, and today is the Monday recap. Obviously done on Tuesday because the market was closed yesterday. So today we will cover CONY, TSLY, and all the Defiance funds, QQQY, JEPY, and IWMY. And just where we stand going into the week, 4 trading days. So, a little easier, faster week than usual, which is a good and a bad thing, I guess. So let's get to it. So CONY leading into this week, we have one strike price. All of the contracts, 18,410 of them, have a 205 strike. That's 13.69% out of the money. Again, that expires in 4 trading days. So, that's looks okay, right? Earnings are done, so we're past that point. IV is still insane, 95%. So we're making lots of money on the premium. So if we can get this stock to just stay flat or just not to go above the strike, we could just be a dominant force here. 30-day chart looking on the up and up. CONY price 23.32. Insane. I'm showing total capital appreciation for this week is 319. My reaction, I decided to do something a little more jolly, maybe like a snowman, because it's winter. Maybe we'll get more snow. I kind of want snow because for the kids, it's nice for them to actually make a snowman or go sledding. We haven't really gotten much snow in the past 2 years, so anyway, it has nothing to do with the trades, but it's a little happier reaction, I'll say. So that's my reaction for CONY this week. But let's look at the chart, or the pre-market, I should say. If I can refresh it. This is marketwatch.com. We are down 1.16% to 178.22. Again, that is pre-market, so take it with a grain of salt, right? It doesn't mean anything because anything can happen. And by the way, the break even, if you guys were wondering, for this week is 208.37. So in order to basically calculate the break even, this is assuming they would close it out towards the end of the day on Friday, but you would take the strike price and add the premium that we got per share, which is 337, being 208.37 break even. So we want to close below that. We really want to close below 205, but worst case, let's at least close below 208.37. All right, moving on to TSLY. So they have one strike as well, 200. Again, I have it kind of scattered on contract because that's how they did the move on Friday. They sold it, 3 different times to make different premiums, but eventually I'll squeeze this into one. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But either way, it's a $200 strike. It's 0.03% out of the money. So obviously we could just pretty much say it's at the money, right? Tesla price is $199.95. 30-day IV is 42.23%. TSLY is at 916. We have the reverse split coming up on Friday after hours. So, this will double. Whatever that number is, it'll double, and you'll have half the shares. Total capital appreciation this week, essentially nil, but I'll show you what I'm tracking in a second to make sure to see what happens with that. And, sticking on the happier, jolly side, I give you a 4-leaf clover for good luck. So let's hope Tesla can stay below 200 this week. Also, in follow-up to my Saturday video, I kind of called out tactical stock scalper Claude. And so Tactical Stock Scalper did a video on what he thinks about the 200 strike, if we're going to go over it. And then also Kamar talked to Claude and Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, on Saturday. I did get to listen to that. But the moral of the story is that they believe they chose the 200 strike because it is a strong resistance. And if it does go above the 200, it's probably going to blast through. So it's going to be a lost cause, if anything. It could go to 210 or above. But if it's either going to stay I guess, below the 200 or it's going to blast through. I guess that was the understanding. And the other thing was, it's, cost, I guess the cost of what it's worth, how much premium you're going to get if they did go out of the money. Is it even worth, their time? So that part I decided to follow up on, and here I have, at the close, these are the prices. So they chose the 200 strike, 3 different times we said, right? And they got about 460, 480, 487, all right? So let's just look at, I chose the 470. This is what it was at the close. So the 200 strike was 470 as of the close, and that brought in 9.9 million income, which is 11 cents per share. If they went 1.28% out of the money, that would be 360 per share or 7.6 million, which is 8 cents income per share. The 205 is 270 per share. That's 2.53% out of the money and 5.7 million income, which is 6 cents per share. And then the 207.50 would bring in premium of 201 per share, which is 3.78% out of the money, which again would bring 4.2 million total income, which is 5 cents per share. And then last but not least, the 210, which is 5% out of the money. That's the range we all love. That would have paid a premium of $1.47 per share, but it would have brought in 3.1 million in income, or 3 cents income per share when all said and done. So I guess we got to look at the income buckets, right? So let's just look at the 200, the 205, and the 210. The 205 is 2.53% out of the money. That would have brought 6 cents a share versus the 11 cents they got for the 200, okay? And then if we look at the 210, that's 5% out of the money. That would have brought 3 cents per share versus the 11 cents. So I don't know. It's hard to say, I still, my personal opinion, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is purely entertainment. My personal opinion is I still think they should have taken it. If they think the resistance is 200, just put it a little out of the money. Because as you saw last week, yeah, they just closed like barely above, but we didn't make money. We want to make money. So this 9.9 million could mean nothing if they have to pay 10 million, for example. So, if the strike is above the break even, let's check the break even. So if we close at 205, for example, and they have to pay 10 million, whatever it comes to, then guess what? This made no sense. You should have just done the 202.50, right? So it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. This game is hard, and that's why we pay them to do it, right? Would we have done it differently ourselves? Who knows, right? It's really hard to say. But with all of the contracts, again, my argument is always, why not scatter? I'm fine if you want to do a third or a fourth of them at the money because you think this is high resistance. I'm good with that. But why not make another 205 position and a 210 position, right? Because if Tesla does go blast off and we miss out, guess what? Not good. Plus they have the reverse split, so they could be thinking, oh, who cares if Tesla goes to 8 because it's going to be 16 next week. I don't know what they're thinking, but I just wanted to show you guys this to see if it made any more sense to you. Oh, here's the annualized numbers. So obviously that first one would have come to 62%. I know they strive for a higher yield. So if they chose the 210, obviously annualized is 19%. But this is not even all the contracts, guys. This is 21,000, whatever. So if we took all of the contracts, let's take that plus oh my God, where the hell is this? That plus that. Okay, that's all of the contracts. Then it would come to, 22 cents versus 13 cents versus 7 cents. Yielding, so right now they're going for a yield annualized of 125%. So if you think about it, the 53% yield is 3.78% out of the money. So if you look at it that way, The 207.50 seems to be the better option, right? The 207.50. It's not 5% out of the money, but it's 3.78% out of the money. Also 9 cents a share. Could be a better option. So again, I don't know, I assume these fund managers look at this, they break it down, they say, what's the decision? They also look at the resistance lines, things like that. Again, I don't want to, that stuff's above my head. I don't even try to pretend. So I still don't like it. I still don't like it. Again, if they're going to do it, scatter. But I don't like putting all the eggs in one basket at 200. So that's my position. But still, I got the 4-leaf clover going. We could have a good week. They could go under 200, and this will be another forgotten week, okay? I wanted to show you guys what I'm tracking. I'll do that real quick. Because since they are at the money, I want to see what happens if Tesla, say, goes to 210. And how the move, like if Tesla does go up a little, how does that happen? I want to see the movement on the sell puts for the synthetics and the buy calls for the synthetics. Plus, I want to see the movement on the weeklies. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I just want to see, because the buy call, the sell put, right? That mimics the movement of the underlying, and then the weekly call of 200. As Tesla goes up, that weekly, see that negative 19 million, that's going to increase. That could be like negative 30 million, something crazy. So, and that would push down the price of Tesla, but to what extent, to what percentage? That's the question. So I'm diving a little deep here, but this is like a perfect week, since it's at the money almost, to track like how it moves. All right. I don't know if you guys care about that, but I need to know, because what I've been doing on the active tab, as you know, I try to do the cap amount, and I did the cap amount on CONY the other week, and it was capped. I showed it capped, but it kept going up. Even though it was capped, it was going up. So I don't know why. I don't know how that works, but my guess is the buy call position was stronger than the downside on the weekly call. So I guess that's possible. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. That's TSLY. Sorry for the extended version of TSLY. But let's check the pre-market for Tesla. 197.09. It's down 1.4%. So good. So far, so good. This is really good. Not bad at all. But again, it's pre-market, guys. It's, but we'll see. Anything can happen. I covered Defiance this weekend. I do the update on, how they did, or where they stand. I'll do a recap real quick. QQQY, I'm showing so far we made 26 cents. JEPY, so far I'm showing we made 20 cents. Again, that's up to February 16th. And then IWMY, I'm showing we made 9 cents. Okay? So that's where we stand as far as income on those. And then obviously, if you go to the website, if you're curious what their trades need to be for the day, I don't have the break even, but I can show you what the put is. They sell the put. It's right here, right? This is this is QQQY. So they sell puts on the NASDAQ. This one shows 17,740. That's an expiration date of 2/20, which is today. So we want to, we want to essentially close at that, right? That's the goal. So JEPY's numbers, where are they at? All right, JEPY sells puts on the S&P. They have a strike of 5,015. We'll see how that goes. Again, we want the S&P to hit that number and hopefully stay at that number. We don't want it to go too high. Again, we just want smooth sailing with all of these. It's not an easy game to play. That's why we pay them to do it. And then we have the IWMY, which sells puts on the Russell, which is much more volatile. They got 2,075. So obviously, best case scenario, we want the Russell to close at 2,075. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing else to report. I did a FEPI video yesterday. The turnout was pretty good. So I may consider doing a FEPI update once a week. Worst case, once every 2 weeks. Since, again, people seem to love that fund. I love the strategy of that fund. And in the beginning, I was one of the people that said, I'm not buying it. And then they changed my mind once I saw their strategy, which is pretty impressive. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Do you want me to do FEPI weekly or bi-weekly or whatever? As far as Tesla goes, what strike would you have chosen for the TSLY fund? If you were the fund manager, what strike would you have chosen? Would you have chosen the 200 based on what I showed you here? Or would you have chosen 210, 205? I'm just curious. Let me know. Let me know below, because a lot of people say I overreact, I bitch too much, which, rightfully so. But again, I'm covering this daily. If you guys cover this daily, you would see why. If I invested in it and didn't look, it'd probably be a little easier because I wouldn't really know what's going on as much. But you get the gist. But let me know what you guys think of the strike price, what you would have chosen if you were a fund manager. I'm just curious. And let me know what you think about coin this week. And just so you know, my strategy, if coin continues to dip when the market opens, I'm going to open a position on coin because my new side hustle gig is I'm going to trade. I'm going to do swing trades on coin and TS and Tesla. Because I'm tracking these daily, I might as well take advantage when I see, where they're going. It's a risky game, of course, but again, my strategy is to buy a little up front. If it drips the next day, I'll keep buying. As long as it's under my cost basis, I will continue to buy. And then when it turns around, I'll start selling out in chunks. Make sense? Small profits here and there. And then obviously I'm selling, I'm doing the wheel strategy on TSLY. Very high risk, I know, because it's 1.5 times leverage on TSLY. But it's just, I got to get my feet wet a little on options again. Maybe I should have started with a safer choice. But again, it's all Tesla related. And yeah, that's why. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please, click that like button. Yeah, and outside of that, if you made it this far in the video, what do we got? We got nothing, right? We got nothing. So, yeah, just put, just type, I will retire on dividends. Speak to yourself, speak to your future self. If you made it this far in the video, type, I will retire on dividends, because you will. We all will, okay? I know people don't believe us. You tell the outside world, I'm going to retire on dividends, they're going to laugh at you. But now's the chance to tell the world via comment, I will retire on dividends. A little corny, I know, but it's all I got for today. So that shows you made it through the video. But yeah, thank you for making it this far in the video. As always, if you want to help the channel, just hit like, and then you could always share the content wherever you hang out. I don't know. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a great week, everyone. Later.